Today I'll show you how I made this whimsical fairy headpiece. I was inspired by all the spring flowers blooming here in England, and I wanted to make something magical for the upcoming summer season. I'll give you all the steps you need to create this draped hair comb at home. Here's all the materials needed to start making the branches for the hair accessory. Feel free to pause the video here or check the description box for the list of materials. So let's start by making the branches that form the main part of this fairy headpiece. Cut about 160 centimeters of 24 gauge wire. Bend the wire in half, and let's start by making our first offshoot branch by adding a pink oval crystal to the wire and sliding it down where you just bent it. Bring the wires together and twist them for 1 centimeter distance. Then slide a clear oval crystal to the left side, leaving a half a centimeter space between it and the stem of the branch to twist the wire. This will encase the bead. From now on, twist the wires for about half a centimeter distance before each offshoot. Now add another clear crystal. Alternate the sides of the branch with each bead you add. Finish up with a pink oval crystal. Once you have 4 beads on, I'll show you how to add a flower to a wired branch. Take one of the wires and add a flower bead cap, followed by a round pink crystal bead to decorate the center of the flower. Take the end of the wire and put it back through the hole on the flower bead cap, but not the crystal bead. Pull the wire through carefully. I find that the best way to get the flower to be flush against the branch is to make sure the bead is at the base of the flower, whilst holding your finger on it to keep it in place when pulling the rest of the wire through. Then wrap the wire around the base of the flower bead cap several times. This ensures that the flower is not going to wobble around. Now bring the wires together and twist them for about 1 centimeter distance before adding another flower to the design using the same method as with the first one. Continue by making another bead offshoot on the left side of the flower by taking one of the wires and measuring 2.5 centimeters. Bend the wire there to mark it. Add a clear crystal and form 1 centimeter of twisted wire below it. Create a little offshoot on the right side with a pink oval crystal. Twist the wires for about half a centimeter distance. Then add another pink crystal on the left side to finish up this little branch. Continue by bringing the wires together and twisting them for 1 centimeter distance. Add another flower to the design. With all these little flowers, I think this headpiece would be perfect for a woodland fairy wedding or a festival. Once the flower is on, twist the wires around once. Now let's make a 5-bead branch next to it. Measure 4.5 centimeters and bend the wire there. Form the branch with a mixture of different pastel-colored teardrop beads. Use the same method to make this branch as you did the others. The only difference is the number of beads you're adding. Once that's finished, bring the wires together and twist them for 0.5 centimeter distance. Now, I'll show you how you can add an iridescent petal to the branch. I love how these petals look. I think they're absolutely perfect for fairy aesthetics. Measure 1.5 centimeters and bend the wire there. Put it through the hole on the petal charm. Slide the petal down where you just bent the wire. Put the wire through the hole 3 times to ensure that the petal is fully secured in place and doesn't wobble around at all. Twist the wires halfway down the offshoot. Continue by adding a flower to it using the same technique as before. Twist the wires until you reach the stem of the main branch. Bring the wires together and twist them 2 times. Create another offshoot with a petal and a flower just like you did the first one. Bring the wires together and twist them for 0.5 centimeter distance. Make a petal and flower offshoot on the right side. Twist the wires twice. Create another offshoot on the other side like you did before. Now to finish your branch, add 1 more petal right next to the last flower on it. Leave about 0.5 centimeter space between the petal and the branch to twist the wires. And this is how the finished branch looks like. You'll need to make 2 mirrored versions of this. When making the second one, just place everything on the opposite side you did on the first one, and you'll achieve a mirrored version. Once you've made both branches, you can move on to preparing the chains for the headpiece. I'm using this dainty pearl and crystal chain, but you can use any chain you'd like. I cut 2 lengths of the chain for the draping. one 17 centimeters long, and another one that was 25 centimeters long. Now that you have the chains and the branches, you can move on to attaching them to two little hair combs. I use these 8-teeth silver-plated metal comb bases. Start by taking one of the branches and separating the wire ends. Take the shorter piece of chain and put one of the wires through the tiny link at the end of the chain. Place the branch on the hair comb base. Wrap each wire around it in opposite directions from each other. Wrap the wire with the chain around the spine of the comb several times. Then snip off the excess wire with your side cutters and press the end down with the chain nose pliers. It's important to make sure that the cut ends of the wire aren't poking out and feeling scratchy. Then continue wrapping the other wire along the base and the stem of the branch until you've moved along 2 flowers. Put the wire through the final link on the chain and position it as close to the hair comb base as possible. Continue wrapping the wire along the spine of the comb and the branch until you reach the last prong on the comb. Cut any excess wire off and press the end down. Now that you've secured the decorations on the first hair comb, all you need to do is repeat the same process on the other one. First, adding the shorter chain on one of the wires on the branch. Attaching them on the comb by wrapping the wires around them. Followed by attaching the longer piece of chain to create the final draping on the headpiece. And there you have it, your own fairy headpiece. I think it's so pretty and whimsical. I've got loads of other hair accessory tutorials on my channel, if that's something you're into. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.